And they just say it. They just say it. They don't use fucking code words. Okay, they just, in these emails, they just literally talk about sex trafficking minors. Like, it's that obvious. They're not using coded language. No, they are straight up. And so, my point is, why wouldn't they just talk about eating people? If that's what they're doing. Why wouldn't they say, like, oh, I'm cooking a person right now. I'm cooking their meat up on my stove. Okay, like, why? It makes no sense, man. It's gotta make sense, okay? It does. Now, that being said, if you want to say that they're cannibals, I'm all for it, okay? I hate rich people. I hate the elites. Yeah, sure, call them cannibals. But, like, realistically, there is no I'm just saying, I don't see this as credible evidence.
So a lot of people don't know this, but like...
What's up, my bone smashers? It's another cold night up here. I'm cold. But it's getting warmer. The forecast for later this week, it's going way up. It's going way up. So I'm probably going to stop wearing jackets on stream, which makes me sad. I didn't even get to wear them for that long. But oh well. Anyway. Let's get straight into it. We're reacting to Asmongold.
Do you mind just giving...
Oh shit, my bad. I thought I turned my headphones on.
A basic recap of what this Pizzagate theory was.
These emails get dumped online full of everything.
Pizzagate was always real.
Would you mind just giving a basic recap of what this Pizzagate
Why does his hair look so terrible?
These emails get dumped online full of everything that was in John Podesta's life. And John Podesta is a very powerful and connected man. People on the internet then started to notice these strange pizza messages about $40,000 worth of hot dogs being flown to DC for parties, and overt references to children.
That's a lot of hot dogs. That's a lot. Like, there is this one old man that I watch on Instagram Reels who drives around in a car full of hot dogs, drinking and driving, gambling.
Yo, that sounds normal, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, who among us has not dropped $60K for a hot dog filled weekend? You know what I'm saying? A hot dog bonanza.
And he's great.
Come on.
Like, that's like a car full of hot dogs, and that's probably only like 50.
Nah, bro, that's like a truckload of hot dogs at least.
At the most. I've seen him. I like him. He's good.
These kids, ages like 7, 8, and 9,
yeah,
will be in the pool, and it'll be heated, and they will be there for. It's like. Wait,
I think he was talking about the content creator that he's reacting to here. I forgot this guy's name. I can't really speak on his credibility as a journalist, and therefore I probably shouldn't be reacting to this, because obviously, you know, Zachary here is going to present most, if not all, of this information as truth. You know, from what I can tell, the Pizzagate thing, that shit was real. Yeah, and I remember it happening, okay? I've talked about this before. I was a child. At the time, I felt like the idea that Pizzagate was like reality, right? And it wasn't just delusion. I thought that idea was silly. Okay, but I was a child, and now I'm an adult. And yeah, I gotta say, it's a very suspicious narrative that was presented to us by the police and the intelligence community.
Talking about this one pizza place in particular, Comet Ping Pong, right in the heart of DC. The Instagram of this pizza shop is full of very disturbing images of children. Things like children taped to tables, things like commenters talking about rape and sexual abuse, things like comments about kill rooms, and so much disturbing imagery on a public Instagram account for a public pizza place as the
Bro, actually eyes wide shut. Oh my god. Wow.
A public Instagram
Who
account
does
for
that?
a public pizza place as the media is running this big kind of smear campaign on these questions. A guy
enjoys your content. I'm
walks
glad
into that pizza place.
Yeah,
with
shout
an
out
AR
to Ian
and
for sure.
Shoots the place up. Doesn't hit anybody, but manages to shoot
got a great hairline
straight through the hard drive.
I'm jealous.
In the back room. And
yeah, see, that's the part that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. is the bullet went through the lock and into the hard drive in the computer? Like, no. That being said, this whole thing with Pizzagate, it feels like a psyop. Definitely. Like, I don't... Is the evidence weird? Yeah, I hadn't even seen those Instagram posts. Okay, I knew about the kill room and that shit. I didn't know they but, like, think about it. That's on a public Instagram profile? This seems like something that might have been, left by people in the intelligence community on purpose.
Arrested by police very publicly. They have a big photo shoot. So then you can look at it and say, these conspiracy theories are dangerous. So we can censor them all off the internet because it's been debunked. Don't pay attention to the fact that the guy that owns the pizza place is the boyfriend of the guy that runs Media Matters, who is one of the primary debunkers of these things.
Man, that is really... Damn, bro, like...
They're named. They had 10 co-conspirators, one of whom was Leslie Wexner. They're named. And the list is long. Like, there's pilots, we know their names. Larry Visosky, there's 3 different pilots. There's a bunch of other madams, like Ghislaine Maxwell, but, assistants that were helping to recruit girls. There's a bunch of other people that were trafficking models and bringing models in and out. There's just this there's an enormously long list of people in various roles all around Epstein that we know full well were, at the very least, deeply suspiciously involved, where they should be asked some very serious questions. I mean, right up to Ehud Barak, who, by my accounting, looks like the handler of Epstein. He certainly looks like we have all these emails from both Ehud Barak's email server now and from Jeffrey Epstein's trove of documents that corroborate them doing what looks like intelligence.
Say I'm not a Mossad agent. I remember that. I remember that real well.
It's operations all around the world and in the United States. So there's just an endless number of people.
I unfollowed them? Wait, what? I don't think I did. Wait, did I really? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, this is just... No, I didn't. What do you mean? And, yeah, that's... this is a lot, guys. Like, I mean, really, we got a lot going on with this. Then I start trying to explain these things to my real-life friends. With these filed release, why is no one being questioned and be called for an investigation? Why would you investigate the people that are killing and eating and raping kids and doing satanic rituals to create homunculus humanoid and then breeding half human, half animal, and then performing ritualistic sacrifices and cutting the organs out of children? Why would you do that? Why would you hold them accountable for this? Yeah, you have to? Apparently not. I mean, apparently you don't have to. Do you think that they created a homunculus? I do. I think that they probably...
Because they are rich. Because they got money. Okay, when people will be like, why aren't they getting prosecuted for this? What? The answer is obvious. Fork found in kitchen, okay? That's it.
Like, realistically, I mean, let's just think about this logically. Do you think that they've tried to clone human beings? Absolutely they have. I'm gonna be honest. If our government hasn't tried to do that, I want my tax money back. I do. I want it back. If we're not trying to clone people and we're not trying to, like, grow people inside of a lab, I'm getting scammed. I am. Like, I thought we're supposed to be on the edge.
What he's talking about, human cloning, is eugenics. Okay, like with the Nazis. Like, this is what they wanted to do. They wanted to clone people. They wanted to create a race of superhumans. Now, you can tell me he's joking. It, like, dude, there is a reason that human cloning stays in the shadows, okay? And it's because it is completely reprehensible. It is totally unethical. It's wrong. It's eugenics. And at its core, believe it or not, it is exterminationist. It's genocidal. That's what human cloning is. But anyway, we have the capabilities to clone humans. We have had the capability to clone humans for, believe it or not, probably like 15 to 20 years, if not longer. Okay, that's just like based on public information. Okay, like private enterprise has had the ability to clone humans for that long, based on our public information. The government has probably had this technology even longer. Okay, so like we know how to clone humans, we know how to clone all the animals, all of them, we can do any of it. Okay, it's science. Okay, but we should not clone humans. That is insane. That is crazy. And honestly, I think that the most convincing argument I can make against human cloning, it's not the shit that I was just talking about, the how it's genocidal, how it's eugenics. Okay, it is those things, and I'm prepared to debate about that if I had to. But it's not that. Okay, the most convincing narrative I can come up with for why we shouldn't do this is think about the person that is cloned. Imagine you grow up only to find out that you are a fucking clone. That would be pretty mind-boggling, I think. That would be kind of fucked up, right? I'm just saying, it's not right, okay? You shouldn't... No cloning. No human cloning, okay? That's crazy. Moving on.
I thought we're supposed to be trying to move things forward. Really, I mean, I'm not even saying... there's a lot of reasons why you could grow a person. Why? Well, because you could grow organs that way. That's the main thing. Absolutely. 100%.
This is already technically possible, okay, and attempts have been made, but no, you can't just. It's not that simple, okay. Growing organs is not the same as cloning humans. All right, so what I mean by that is, you can clone a human, right? You can create a fetus that grows up into a person, and that person is a clone of another person. This is possible. Okay, now this clone is obviously going to have organs. Okay, and in theory, you could cut them open and harvest said organs and give it to the original person. And it would be like in theory, a perfect match. Okay, in reality, genes change as you grow, right? Your genome changes. Identical twins are not clones of each other. They're not genetically identical because while they may have been at the start, like I said, as you grow up, your genes change. Okay? Randomly. So anyway, but besides that, though, the organs, would be perfect match. So why don't we do that? Well, you'd have to kill the clone. You'd have to fucking murder them. And that's not right. Also, it would take 18 years for this person, this clone, to reach maturity. Okay, for their organs to be harvested. So there's a lot of time investment. There's a lot of resource investment into this. So no, human cloning is not the path to creating organs for people that need them. Okay, it takes too much time, it's too expensive, and it is extremely unethical. Okay, so that's why we don't do that, even though it's possible. But there is promising technology for growing new organs outside of a person's body. Okay, like lab-grown organs. This is theoretically possible, and in fact, I think it's been done before. Maybe not in humans, but my bad. I'm not a biologist. I am not a doctor. I'm not on the cutting edge of this shit. Okay, if anybody has more info, you can let me know. But this technology isn't mature enough yet for us to distribute lab-grown organs to the masses. It's just not. But it is probably possible. Also, if you're wondering how this is done, I believe it is through stem cells. Okay, so you can grow organs using stem cells. Alright, anyway. Let's keep going.
Cloning humans will be the end of humanity? They said that about a lot of things, and it wasn't. And we had a real Captain America also. Yeah, do you think they were successful in cloning human? I don't think they were successful. I don't. I find it to be very unlikely. And the reason why I think they weren't successful is because we can't cure cancer. I think with how many diseases that people have...
No, so he's wrong about this, okay? I don't know what cancer has to do with cloning people, but we definitely, as I say we, as in as a species, we have the technology, okay, brain blast, okay, we have the technology to clone people, Okay, there was the first successful clone was a sheep, and that was like fucking 25 years ago or some shit. Okay, so like I said, we've had this technology for a long time. Okay, that's it. Actually, who was the first cloned animal? Dolly. It was Dolly. That's right. She lived for 7 years. Wow. Aw. Dude, Dolly was so cute, bro. Remains on display. Wow. Wait, let's see if we can find her. Oh, there she is. Aw. Rest in peace, bro. She was a really cute sheep. Damn, she got fucking cloned. So they took a cytoplasmic donor and a nuclear donor. Mammary cells, enucleation, blastocysts. What? Oh, okay. Okay, so then they grew it in the surrogate. Yeah. Interesting. And then they used electricity? That's pretty crazy. On Valentine's Day 2003, Dolly was euthanized because she had progressive lung disease and severe arthritis. She had a form of lung cancer called ovine pulmonary adenocarcinoma. The cell used as the donor for the cloning of Dolly was taken from a mammary gland, and the production of a healthy clone proved that a cell taken from a specific part of the body could recreate a whole individual. On Dolly's name, Wilmot stated, Dolly is derived from a mammary gland cell, and we couldn't think of a more impressive pair of glands. Alright, that's
we can't cure. I think that shows that we probably can't replicate the human genome. People going crazy think they found a code word for human meat. So jerky equals child meat. Francis, he better not be talking about the Pope. That better not be the Pope. No. Give me a minute. It better not. It better be another Francis. It's gotta be another one. No, oh boy, no. Francis has time to come tomorrow. Show me how to make it. Jerky class anyone. He will bring you to taste his new jerky recipe from the restaurant. He sends a warm hello. He's working at a restaurant called Guys, the restaurant's called Cannibal and Cooks. Wait for it. Beef jerky and steak. He has time at 3 p.m. tomorrow if this is okay with you.
What is is that a real restaurant? Or are they just talking about cannibalism? Yeah, okay. Alright, that's pretty
Here's
obvious.
what I think is really crazy about this email. This email is totally... there are no equal signs, there's no bad punctuation, there's nothing wrong at all about it. And so, is it because he's doing it on an iPhone or not? Like, that's very confusing to me. Because it's normative to him. Oh, it's two! It's two! Okay, I'm a big idiot. Okay, I'm so stupid. I didn't know that. I read it wrong. Okay, yes, after blank leaves, can blank make some jerky? I think we should landscape all around the house to use the water if possible. Lodge and ranch central if needed. If the main house is not enough. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't he say... Wait a minute.
Removed apparently. There's a bonfire right here. Maybe where they burn people alive. Or
they burn people alive,
yeah.
Yeah.
Compass that was removed apparently. There's a bonfire right here.
Probably
Maybe
just a campfire, bro.
Okay. It's too small for that? No, it's not. Oh, you just have to do it the other way. You have to do it, like upside down, right? Because like you're not going to eat the head.
I just feel like they... They talk about pedophilia, and they just say it. They just say it. They don't use fucking code words. Okay, they just, in these emails, they just literally talk about sex trafficking minors. Like, it's that obvious. They're not using coded language. No, they are straight up. And so, my point is, why wouldn't they just talk about eating people? If that's what they're doing. Why wouldn't they say, like, oh, I'm cooking a person right now. I'm cooking their meat up on my stove. Okay, like, why? It makes no sense, man. It's gotta make sense, okay? It does. Now, that being said, if you want to say that they're cannibals, I'm all for it, okay? I hate rich people. I hate the elites. Yeah, sure, call them cannibals. But, like, realistically, there is no I'm just saying, I don't see this as credible evidence.
So a lot of people don't know this, but like, so you actually don't have
the cannibal and cooks thing was weird. That was really weird.
Are actually not that high, but the big risk is eating a human brain or spinal fluid, because that's obviously connected directly to the brain, because there's special different things called prions inside of the brain that can give you neurological disorders if you eat them yourself. Prions, exactly. And so that's the reason why. And so they could be cooking them that way. Same with animals. Well, I don't know about the animals. Yeah, how do you know this? I looked it up. Yeah, I looked it up. It's a significant risk? Yeah.
It's
and mad cow disease, mad human disease, exactly. And so I'm just saying, I looked it up, I found it out. And I think we should landscape more.
I looked it up, I found it out.
Landscaping main house, landscaping windows, Larry's log cabin, vehicles, fall, winter projects, Bryce. Okay, that's fine. Hope you are feeling better. Did we analyze the jerky? Why didn't we get jerky this week? You said we could not do it until Friday. Please explain. Thank you. I tried phoning, but it seems like you were sleeping on the couch the whole day so much. I also added more to the jerky and ginger lemongrass. I will know more tomorrow night. Also, the next date seems really great. Thank you so much. Super cool. What is this here? Setting up surface right now. We're ridiculously excited. And beef jerky, delicious. Wow. Bro, she's a little bit too excited. And maybe she ate the brain part. And JoJo is here, and we'll walk the jerky over to Jeffrey. Why would jerky walk around? That seems kind of weird. Why would it do that? I mean, I guess like you're walking something over there, like, I don't know, like it's okay, that's not enough. That's not enough to go with. Ginger lemongrass, perhaps code for ethnicity? Maybe, right? You don't know, that's a good idea. Delicious lunch, beef jerky. Steve and I are very grateful, above all, for your friendship. Some of these emails are so wholesome, aren't they? It's too bad they eat kids. Really, you know, like, what the fuck? They're sitting there like, oh, I really loved having you come here. And yeah, no, I had so much fun eating the babies and killing people with you. Yeah, I loved it. My wife did too. I can't wait to see you for Christmas. Bye. Oh, here's a photo of us in case you want to make this, have this for your wall. And it's us. Oh, wow. Like, what the fuck? Making memories, yes. Oh my God. It's normal for them? Yes. A small insulated bag would be fine. I don't remember checking it. No need for crazy amounts of ice. One should do. There is one bag of beef jerky in the fridge. Please get it. Also, Blank has more at her place. Please get it from her as well. And bring it all with you. Bring it all with you. I suppose it needs to be in a cold, insulated bag. Well, usually jerky doesn't need to. How about that? That's crazy. What are the odds of that? And oh my fucking God, beef jerky shoulder on the shelf. Yeah, I mean, guys, I think I gotta put this in the refrigerator. I had no idea about this. Oh my God. So yeah, coolest code word. I don't know. You can't eat beef jerky anymore. Yeah, it's not even refrigerated. And do you mean, what is this here? We talked about this at the ranch. Why isn't it done? Steve needs a 6 to 8 ounce portion of jerky. I gave you all the jerky we had, roughly 2 pounds, and it lasted only half the amount of time it was meant to. I felt like it was more important for you to have the jerky to eat during my time off. My plan is to make a batch before I leave for LSJ, and some of that will go to Steve, and the rest will go to you at LSJ when I arrive. Little St. James Island. That's what LSJ must mean. Oh, that's not... So wait a minute. So that means that... So logically, that means that they were doing this off of the island. They weren't doing this on the island, because I will make a batch before I leave for.
Yeah, no
so that would
shit.
imply that he's somewhere else. Maybe he could be at the ranch. That's it, right? And, oh my fucking God, or the fire pit? Yeah, it's Zorro Ranch, exactly. Do you mean prepared? Only 3 ounces per day. Steve Hansen is sending jerky to your attention overnight? Just wanted to touch base about jerky.
Steve Hansen.
They talk about beef jerky more than I do. This is a big nothing?
Yeah, see, I seen your show,
How
Mr.
sure?
Hansen.
Because I think that there's a 50% chance at least that it's nothing. But is there a 100% chance? I would say there's not. I think there's not. I feel like it's higher than that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. It's drugs. I mean, I'm not sure about this. Don't you want beef jerky? Yeah, I do. J.E. said he was going to start eating regular food again, so he might be eating less jerky. He said he has 6 bags of it in a downstairs freezer. Why would you freeze jerky? I believe it should be enough to get him through. Any other questions, please let me know. J.E. is asking to bring him more jerky. Jeffrey Epstein is asking to bring him more jerky. Are you flying on Friday? I would like to collect it from you and take it from me on the plane. I'm flying in on Friday. I will bring jerky. Is there a time I could come say hi and drop off the beef jerky? And that's from Jeffrey Epstein. Are there any recorded images of Jeffrey Epstein eating with beef jerky at all in the picture? We're gonna ask both AIs. We're gonna see what's it. No, there are no recorded or publicly known images of Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky in the picture.
That is a great question to
Turn
ask.
up nothing resembling an image. Based on public, there is no evidence or record of any images showing Jeffrey Epstein with beef jerky. So it's crazy that they're just talking about, like, isn't it weird that they're, like, for example, like, I talk about drinking soda and eating beef jerky all the time. And if you went into my house and you took a photo of my house, you'd probably see beef jerky and soda somewhere. So you can go through, what's this here? Commercial, apparently it's his last girlfriend who's active on Twitter right now. So this was Jeffrey Epstein's potential last girlfriend?
Jeffrey was innocent, trapped by powerful people who silenced him. I was his last confidant. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. Yeah, he was so innocent. He was. Oh, what the fuck? What the helly?
What? We do not need to show us on... Wait, what is this? She's the jerky.
They sacrificed children to Lucifer. It's an entire cult. Jeffrey got involved in their operation for financial reasons. To obtain compromat? Compromat? But he never participated in those rituals. Okay.
It's highly addictive if it's 6 days. It's an old account. Yeah, joined November 2017. One username change sent last on November 2017. So it is... How do we know who this person is? I'm not seeing her name. There. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. So, right there, yes, apparently. And Francis Derby is literally the executive chef at a restaurant called The Cannibal in New York City. He left in 2017. Wait, what?
Okay.
The Cannibal restaurant in New York City? Wait, what?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Hold up. Hold up. Is a beer and butcher. Where is it here? And its focus is on sustainable meat and a massive inventory of craft beverages. Did their top chef...
Look, jerky is really good, okay? They could have just been into jerky. Like, I know it sounds like I'm joking when I say that, because, like, we are talking about evil pedophiles here. But, I don't know, man. They could have just, like, really liked jerky. They could have been getting different kinds of jerky. Okay, there's this website where you can buy, like, lion jerky. You can buy ostrich jerky. Okay, you can get all kinds of jerky. Alligator jerky, crocodile jerky. Yeah, I mean, maybe he was like buying specialty jerky, right? And he was giving it to people. You know, honestly, like that could be what was going on. It sounds really suspicious, but like, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, because they are pedophiles, right? They are pedophiles. It's like I was saying the other day. I don't care if they're doing sacrifices and shit. I don't care if they're eating people. They're already pedophiles. Like, yeah, we don't really need all this other shit to hate them. Okay, you don't need to confirm their cannibalism to you know, permissibly hate them. Like, no, they're already pedophiles. You can hate them. Okay, they're evil. They're evil, and the worst part is nothing is going to be done about it. Our government is once again going to protect the rich people at our expense. Unironically, this is just like 2008. This is just like when the government bailed out the banks, except this time, they're bailing out the pedophilia, the pedophiles. That's who they're bailing out now. Okay, so instead of bailing out big businesses that fuck over average Americans for profit, they're bailing out pedophiles who sex traffic our children and maybe even ritualistically murder them and eat them.
Leave after the Epstein.
Wow.
Leave as a result of Epstein. As a result. There's no way, right? Jim and I won't answer that. There's no reference. Francis Derby. He left in 2018 simply to return to Long Island. Okay, so he's not... Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Did they serve beef jerky? Does beef jerky. It was now famous for its extensive house-made and offered a wide variety of snacks. Their menu traditionally focused on fresh butchery rather than standard dried beef jerky. So they apparently did it occasionally, but not really.
So it was like a specialty thing.
Who sends beef jerky to a lab for analysis? Wait, what? Hold up. Jeffrey Epstein to Steve Hansen. Old saying, dog ate my homework. Well, the dog ate the beef jerky. I was looking for the beef jerky as I knew it was in my suitcase, and I thought that maybe I left it on the beach, only to find a small plastic bag near my dog.
So Francis is the guy that worked at the restaurant?
No beef jerky. I'll email Francis to make us some more, as I need 6 to 8 ounces to send to the lab, and I'll forward to Francis the info to send to the lab directly. I think something's going on. I do. The lab is another code word? Well, you'd have to have repeated uses of it in ways that are inconvenient or confusing. So that's it. Is this beef jerky was adrenochrome? No, I don't think that's it either. I'm just like looking at everything. So what else are these people saying about it? 6 bags of beef jerky in the downstairs freezer. Why would anybody freeze beef jerky? Epstein said he was going to start eating regular food again. How is beef jerky not regular food? I am going to give this a point of credit, okay? Is that there are a lot of people that really eat a lot of beef jerky, and it causes digestive issues and problems. And because of that, they end up, like going back to eating normal food after that. How do I know that? Nobody knows. It's a mystery. And so anyway, yeah, biltong can be frozen. Yeah, I think that's like made out of frogs, right? Nobody's been this excited about jerky. I have. I've been even more excited about jerky than this is. Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? Demons eating missing children. Sounds closer than the alien disclosure. No one walks over beef jerky, and you sure as hell don't need to keep it in a cold, insulated bag. That defeats the fucking purpose of beef jerky. This Francis guy is super hard up for some beef jerky. No one is that into beef jerky. These people are legit demons. I'm surprised MSM has not rushed to slap the debunked label on all of this like they did with Pizzagate a decade ago. I think the real reason why they can't do that is because they know that it's just too much. Anyway, I'm surprised MSM, it's crazy how they haven't said anything about this. Francis Derby was a chef at the Cannibal. I was not ready to read this. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. No, it's not. It's not even close to the worst thing. Like, oh wow, they're eating people. Duh, of course they eat people. Like, that's not even that bad. Like, really, I mean, I think that there's a lot of stuff that's worse than that. This is probably like number 5 or 6.
Not
yeah,
that
but it's pretty bad. Yeah. But like for Epstein, is it bad though, right? Are we really gonna say it's that bad for Jeffrey Epstein?
Okay. So, back to what I was saying. Pedophilia. That's already evil. Eating people. The question that Zach is posing here is eating people worse than the other shit that we know about, the pedophilia, the pedophile sex trafficking. I think, in my opinion, it's hard to say, but I think eating people is marginally worse. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because a person that is eaten, it's like they don't go on to live with the trauma that, like, victims of sex trafficking do. I don't know. It's a tough one. It is. That's a hard one. Okay, I don't know. I think they're pretty close together. I don't know which is worse, but yeah, I think they're pretty close. Okay.
Guys.
I still stand by what I said.
He's sitting
before,
there
though.
smiling on a Skype call with a person, and the name of the person is torture. And talking about melted cheese. Like, oh, well, actually, you know what? I bet all these fit together. You know what? That's probably not even true. I bet they all just fit together. And you're saying it could have been worse? Yeah, it could have been worse. And what's number 1? What's the worst thing? I think that so I would say the worst thing, this is my opinion of the worst thing, is that the V-Bucks, no. I think it's the fact that they rape the young girls, and then they force them to give birth, and then they take their babies away, and then they sacrifice the babies. I think that's the worst one. Like, personally, that's the worst one in my opinion. Right? And eat them, right? That's what it is. So like, if you want to think, because I've thought about this, right? I feel like everybody needs to think about this every once in a while. So, is that proven? Well, a lot of this stuff isn't proven. Like, there's just a lot of points on the graph, and they make the same line. So that's it. And what about eating babies? You think that's number 5? Well, it's not necessarily that. And the thing is that jerky, I don't even agree that jerky would be child meat, because generally jerky is aged meat. So I would assume that they would use another term, like veal or something else, to talk about kid meat. So I'm not even convinced that jerky is, I think it could be human meat, but there's no definitive proof in my mind that it has to necessarily be a kid's meat. You see what I'm saying? Like, and look, guys, I just talk about things. I do. I just talk about it. I don't have a filter on this at all. I just say it. So there might be people saying, like, damn, like, what? People have a little bit of shock. Listen to this. But no, I just say it is. I say it's the way it is. Jerky could be old sex slaves. That could be it. Yeah, I mean, it could be something like, it could be like a life cycle, right? Where, like, yeah, that could, no, but usually, I don't know. I mean, the ounces of it too, not 6 to 8 pounds. It says 6 to 8 ounces. So like, theoretically, right, is that, so you're saying that they use them as sex slaves, and then once they're used up, they kill them and then eat them. I don't know if I believe that. And I'm going to give you the logic of why I wouldn't immediately believe that. It's because there's like an unspoken, actually it is a spoken rule. There's a rule that, I forgot where this came from, that you can have sex with a goat, but you can't eat the goat after you have sex with the goat. And I think that in general, a lot of these people probably would not want to eat something that they had sex with. Is that in Iran? I don't think it's in Iran. But you could sell the goat to somebody else to eat. So maybe, because you can see what I mean for wrong religion, but I think that it's like, but like, why did the religion come up with that idea? It's probably because the idea of, but then they were sacrificing babies and eating the shit out of their intestines, so maybe they wouldn't care. I don't know. Because the purity of them, right, exactly. I don't know, because like it's about figuring out the logic for this, right? And it's used as an insult. I'm just thinking about it, right? I'm thinking out loud. I apologize. Conversations left the rails. It's about wishes. Moloch, Baal is a genie personification too. If it's human meat, it's probably baby's meat because of the amounts and the scarcity. Yeah, but like, I mean, so you're saying they could be eating the babies? They're not. Maybe they sacrifice them and then eat them. There's no logic, brother. It's sick. Well, I think that there's like an internal logic system that people use, even if they don't use the same logic system that everybody else uses. You know, it's 8 ounces, a baby. That's true, but also that's including bones and like the skull, which would be removed if you were going to kill somebody and then cook them and eat them. So like really, and it's also the dried meat. Like think about it. You ever put like a hamburger on like on a stove or on a grill? It gets smaller. Like everybody knows this. No, I'm just thinking about it. What? Well, I'm thinking about it. This could be before? No, because it said it was going to deliver it. It said it was going to deliver the 6 to 8 ounces. So I don't know. Babies aren't 8 ounces? Oh, no, you're right. I was thinking pounds. Yeah, no, that's a good point. You're right. So you could wow. Man. I'm just doing the math in my head. Because, like, okay, this is like a South Park episode about this? I mean, I've never seen that. 8 bags, 8 ounces. This is a lot. This is a lot for me to think about. Are there kosher rules for cannibalism? Well, I don't know. I mean, are cattle kosher? I have no idea. We're dealing with pedophiles who worship demons from biblical times that control everything on the planet, and y'all are talking about voting them out. Yeah, it's okay, guys. If you vote for the other side, it'll all go away. I think the sub needs to change from conspiracy to I told you so. This is a lot, huh? Epstein's last girlfriend is posting right now, and it's getting crazier. So this is the other one, right? So this girl, randomly, I don't know who this is, but people are saying this is Jeffrey Epstein's last girlfriend. And this is the same name as inside of the files, and her name change hasn't occurred since 2000.
The only bad part about not going to hell is that I'll never get to torment all of these people for an eternity. I never will. It's sad, but anyway, I wanted to say, like, in times like these, it feels like God is looking away. Okay, God is not looking away. He's looking at all this shit. Okay, I'm telling you, all these people, they will have their day of reckoning.
Before the file's released, and she's following Stephen King, Ricky Gervais. I mean, this doesn't really mean a whole lot, right? I mean, I don't think there's really, I don't know why I'm not following him. And yeah, I don't know. She's following Satan. And so, this is what she's saying. After years of violence,
I'm sorry for being so quiet. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say about this shit.
Really? Like, he's just a good boy? He didn't do nothing wrong? She has the money? Maybe.
I go through phases of like spiraling
and I have the evidence that they're still hiding. I'm not suicidal.
And then coping and then more spiraling.
They sacrifice children to Lucifer. It's an entire cult. Jeffrey got involved in their operation for financial reasons and to obtain Combrabrat.
I don't know how Zach remained. Like, okay, let me. So, I don't want to give up too much personal information about myself, but fuck it. Okay, my mom is a doctor, right? And I was raised by my mom, if you couldn't tell. That's why I'm a woke tard, okay? But I was raised by my mom. She loves me, okay? I'm her handsome boy. And she is a veterinarian. And growing up, she had a few different jobs. At one of her jobs, she worked for the government, and she would take animals that died in weird ways, like the farmer finds them dead in the field and they don't know what killed them, and she'll do what's called a necropsy. Okay, basically a necropsy is like it's what you call what's it called, a coroner. When they like, they tell you how someone died. I forgot, but a necropsy is for animals. Okay, basically. What the fuck am I thinking of? Like a coroner. I was trying to think of the word autopsy. Okay, my bad. A necropsy is an autopsy for animals. Okay, anyway, I watched my mom like cut up dead animals, and like I've seen some pretty like that. I mean, that's pretty much it. Okay, but like that's pretty gross. Okay, that's like hard for a lot of people to stomach. Like most people can't look at something like that and hold their lunch down. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is just like normal for me. I mean, maybe not normal, but it was just like it was what my mom did for work, and I'd go with her to work sometimes, a few times. And I'd see her work, and I saw her do that. Dude, deer. Oh man, the smell. I don't know why, but apparently wild game like deer, they have this like pungent smell to them. I can it's still vivid in my mind. Okay, I remember it. Anyway, like all that is to say, I don't know how Zach talks about this shit. I don't know how. Like, so, like I don't know. I don't know, man. Like this shit is getting to me. You know, it makes me feel nauseous. It makes me feel sick. You know, I could watch my mom cut open 1 million dead animals, okay, and it would do nothing to me. It would do nothing. But this shit, like just reading this text, right? These files, it's just words on a screen, but it makes me feel so fucking sick. It's indescribable. Like it's indescribable, as in like there just are no words to convey how I'm really feeling, you know?
But never participated in the rituals. This is information that can be used as collateral, right? Like, it's like a KGB term? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And it was a long time ago, so I wasn't really sure. Blackmail. Okay, again. Yeah. So, and got frame mugged. Yeah, I hate to say I know that, but yeah, I saw that. Anyway, is it a comment that said Epstein told people to destroy a food dehydrator? Is that it? And I should talk. I know. Innocent, by the way, guys. I'm just not sure I believe this. Here's the reason why I don't believe it. Nobody in their right mind. Well, nobody in their right mind would date Jeffrey Epstein. So maybe we're not dealing with a rational individual. But like in general, what is this here? I'll pull this one up and see it. Okay, here we go. So she could just be a simp. Huh. That's crazy. She cooked in the brain? Maybe. I mean, it could just be an obsessive girlfriend. I feel like there's not really a whole lot else to that. So, yeah. And Jeffrey's chilling with her right now, telling her to tweet that. Is that it? I mean, this was from 2018. She ate the brain? Yeah, maybe she did. I find it crazy how addictive jerky is for them. Talking about Jeffrey, I mean, like, I think jerky's really good too, but like, damn. Oh, man. I mean, this does... It looks pretty fucking suspicious, man. It says if he tries to silence Ming, he's suggesting that he's alive. I don't know about that. It could be somebody else that's trying to silence her who's controlling Jeffrey Epstein. So, I mean, logically, that's what I would guess. So anyway, I don't know if I believe this. I feel like this is the kind of stuff, it's kind of like the Fortnite account, where it's really entertaining to talk about, and it's a funny little, basically rabbit hole, but I don't really know if there's anything to it. There's not like a lot more like, oh wow, like this is some kind of crazy, smoking gun, and she's gonna come out there. X warns you that the account uses a proxy or VPN when you click on a country of origin. Yeah, I saw that before. Jeff picks up with Maxwell in the most elaborate way possible so he can get back with his ex. Yeah. And code, yeah, I don't know about Big Brain Moment Mirror, Epstein emails. Why don't we see any text messages? We did see text messages. It says sent from iPhone, some of these. Yeah, what do you mean? Like, yeah, some of these are text messages right now. Like, I don't know what you mean by that. And also, a lot of them probably use it through email.
Yeah, if it says sent from my... Yeah, they're still emails, bro. It's not... Yeah, I don't think we have any text messages. We only have emails. Because apparently these guys just only used email or something. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, anyway, yeah, I mean, they sent emails from an iPhone. That's why it said that.
And the deep state's just a network of elites who hold all the cards and pull all the strings. I don't know, man. I can't stop thinking about the Epstein files. Bro. Again, this is... Imagine realizing the God hand is real. Yeah. It's like you read Berserk or watch Berserk, it's like, damn, this shit's crazy. And then you're like, wait a minute, wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean the eclipse happened in real life? What do you mean by that? Yeah, this is crazy. And aware it's real, right? Yeah. And I knew Griffith was in the files. Yes, exactly. And I don't even know what to say. They dissolved the bodies on the island. Wire transfer request for him. Oh, my God. And eclipse happens every day. Yeah, apparently. And 65-gallon... Guys. 655...
Wait, what?
Guys. 6 55-gallon drums, sulfuric acid with fuel and insurance charge. They are dissolving bodies. So, wait a minute. So, there's a trapdoor in Jeffrey Epstein's house that leads directly into the sea. This is real, by the way. All this is real. So... Wouldn't hydrochloric be better for human? I don't know. I don't know how to dissolve a human body. I mean, maybe both of them would work. I have no idea. But why would they do it for anything? I have no idea why. So for a secret submarine, I don't know about a secret submarine, guys. Yeah. Now we used the warehouse for the island, so that could have been hydrochloric acid isn't as strong. Yeah, I just don't know. And did they have sharks down there? Well, people originally thought that is that they threw the bodies in this hole and then they were eaten by, you know, like animals in like sharks or something like that. Which I think that's a pretty good theory. But if they're dissolving, like, why do you need a 55-gallon drums of sulfuric acid? Like, I don't see what you would do with that. It just seems like it's unnecessary. Yeah, sharks with lasers, maybe, right? And for drugs, I don't know about that. And perfume. Oh, it's for perfume. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So, oh man. They're not Jews, they want to be Jews. Pizzagate gunman fatally shot by police during a traffic stop. Man. Oh. I kind of wonder, like, I wonder what's going to happen with this. Because this is what my opinion of what I think is going to happen. Nothing. I think that all of this crazy shit is going to come out. Everybody's talking about this. Everybody's getting into it. And
this Epstein thing, man, the more you lift up this rock, the more you see it's not just a few bugs that were crawling around under there. I mean, like, remember for a long time, who's on the list? Who isn't on the list?
Yep.
And what these new emails show is they all lied, all these people who were saying all these, we were never mad and we weren't there, didn't do anything. All lied. It's like Epstein Island is Hooters. And the entire power structure of the world is saying, yeah, I was just there for the wings.
Yep. They got great chicken.
Thing, man, the more you...
So maybe he's right. Yeah, I don't know. Or like I'm reading Playboy for the articles. I don't even know what to say.
However, when President Trump speaks for the American people more generally, and he says, guys, don't we have better things to do? You can understand his irritation. The man is trying to negotiate an end to a war in the Gaza Strip. He's trying to negotiate an end to a war in Ukraine. He's attempting to revivify the American economy. He's attempting to crack down on illegal immigration. On a list of American priorities by the polls, the Epstein-Maxwell case comes in pretty close to zero, just on a list of priorities. However, when President Trump speaks for the American people more generally, he says, guys, don't we have better things to do? You can understand his irritation.
Man, I really...
nobody cares about the Epstein list. Nobody cares about it.
They also worship Satan. The gangs didn't just murder, rape, extort. They also worship Satan. Straight up, literally. Many people don't know that our enemy was not just of flesh and blood, but spiritual as well. When we went to their homes to arrest them, we discovered altars they've been using for satanic rituals. This is well documented.
Man, there sure is a lot of this, huh? They don't worship Satan, they worship Baal. Oh, I don't know about that. I think it really depends. And there's like a whole dark pantheon, right? I mean, obviously. So it's not really that big of a surprise. And there's also, bro, you gotta really look at this. Why are you so evil? Most politicians are doing it for money. They're doing it for Israel. They're doing it for, you know, like a weird sexual deviant reason.
Blackmail,
they're doing it for, you know, fucking demons. And then you have
love of the game.
Dick Cheney. In it for the love of the game. Yeah, bro, they said we are going to destabilize entire regions and get millions of people killed because that's why. Because
Here
I said so.
The money.
Oh my fucking
Here
God.
We go.
Dick Cheney killed the guy? I don't think he shot him in the face. I don't know if he killed him. Money. Before Dick's you, yeah, apparently. Right? Global control, yeah, bro. Like, because it'd be mad funny. In no blackmailing, no island, not even in the files. He just bombed brown people just for the love of the game. God damn. God damn, they just let him know, huh? Oh my fucking God. And I got attempts to buy babies woman. As an atheistic person yourself, what do you think about some of the most rich, powerful, educated
his
people
fucking smirk, bro. He's so Reddit coded.
I mean, if it would work, if
fucking Dick Cheney is such a fucking Redditor.
So, like, obviously, I mean, if they've got the power of demons behind them, then how do they keep getting caught? You see what I'm saying? So, like, I really, it does work, then where are the demons at? I mean, really, where are they at then? No consequences, though? Yeah, but there's no consequences for all kinds of shit. Like, there's no consequences for this guy either. He didn't do anything. So, like, he didn't do any of the occult stuff, I mean. And I just don't really see the reason or what this is. And let me go back. I'll see if there's any more of this that are worth looking at. And this is apparently... This is German state TV.
Völlig unklar. Also, hilft der möglicherweise jemandem? Ich weiß es nicht, aber im Zweifel für den Angeklagten würde ich mal sagen.
So, Prince Andrew was no pedophile sex offender. New images are said to prove Andrew worked as a paramedic on Epstein Island. He was a paramedic?
Translate the audio
and this video. No way. No way. This is insane. I don't even know what to say. No, we gotta find this out. They think the Goyams are retarded. You know what's crazy is that they are. The Goyams are retarded. Like, all they need to do, you gotta keep in mind that all of this is gonna be over tomorrow. Because isn't tomorrow the Super Bowl? So the big sports ball event happens tomorrow. So, yeah, the big sports ball event happens tomorrow.
Völlig unklar, so hilft der möglicherweise jemandem?
So there's probably going to be nobody even talking about this anymore. Yeah, it's going to be over. The Super Bail? Yeah, it's the Super Bail this year, exactly. And, yeah, that's going to be it. No last couple woman Prince in 2000 was recently killed in 2025. I'm on phone, so no link. Yeah, so what are they saying? Completely unclear. So is he possibly helping someone? Oh my God.
Yeah, he's helping
them,
yeah.
Someone? It said he's sarcastic? Okay, never mind. I don't know German media or anything like that. And this is also, remember what I said before about how people are going to warm up to the idea of voting for Hunter Biden? You may not like it, but this is what peak American morality looks like. I would trust Hunter Biden running my country more than any of those pedophile elites. Same. I told y'all. See, that was the big one, right? A lot of people didn't want to believe me when I said that, but now I think it's becoming more evident that it's happening. He was a PDF? Yeah, he was. I heard about that. And anyway, so let's go back.
Do we really want a crack smoking... Look, bro, I know that there was a lot of hype around Hunter Biden. He did that interview. Okay, people were really liking that, okay? You know, yeah, he smoked crack. That's really cool. That's a step up from Trump talking about doing cocaine. You know, on the fucking... oh, God, what is that guy's name? I already forgot about him. Theo Von. Yeah. You know, and that's great and all. But instead of electing a crack smoker, we could elect a democratic socialist, perhaps.
There's more of these that are worth looking at.
Perhaps. Any of them.
Apparently, this is just getting weirder and more
Any
insane.
democratic socialist. I'd be cool with
You're a
it.
conspiracy theorist, and you'll be shot.
Alex Jones in 1996.
And you'll be laughed at for thinking there could be manipulation and control. Forget the fact. Don't ever ask me questions. Never look under the water. The World Council of Churches. Let me stop you right there. Every one of those groups is real. I've seen them on C-SPAN. I've read the Council of Foreign Relations bi-monthly book they put out. You can buy it at Barnes & Noble or any major bookstore. And it's called, the name of it is called Foreign Affairs and World Politics. And the thing is, there's new world order. You know your way around. And this biggest country in the world is corrupt international banking. I mean local banking. And it's real. They're out in the open. But the little serfs, the little idiots,
1996.
I don't mean mean if they are. They just go, Big Mac cheeseburger, please. That's all I care about. And I'm just trying to say that.
He's talking about Goyslop in 1996.
You idiot! It's real! It's real! Try to find your face. Just go, no, it's conspiracy. Everything is wonderful. I can't question anything. You cannot prove one single thread of what you say. How dare you? You are a serious travesty. In fact, I am very afraid of you militant-type people.
Scooby.
Bro, he's been in it for a while, huh? He really has been. That's crazy. He never changed? Nah, bro. Like, real ones never change. You can go back and see videos of any of the real ones, and it's the same all the way through. And let me go back. I'll watch this one next.
You know they eat babies. That is
except he has changed, because now Alex Jones is like, don't look into the deep state, brother. Don't look into that. Don't look into the Epstein. That's all made up. It's made up, brother. I support Israel. I support Israel. They are our greatest ally, brother.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh, and they drink human blood.
Excuse me, ma'am, it's jerky.
Stop staring at me like that.
You're freaking me out, man. Because you spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
Yes.
So many kids that I was in mental institutions with over the years, they are all from those cults. And they've covered it all up. They covered it all up, and you know, I just pray to God. I'm just going to pray to God that he opens everybody's eyes in this country. By the time we go into vote for Trump, that he will open up everybody's eyes and they will stop pretending to be asleep. You know what they say? You can't wake people up that are pretending to be asleep, but I pray to God,
that's a good point.
Please wake up even those who are pretending to be asleep with the irrefutable truth of what the worst people on this planet are really up to. They are really up to that. They're doing it.
Jesus.
But not Donald Trump, though.
There are so many victims.
But not Donald Trump.
Victims that are now adults. The epidemic in America is child sexual abuse, and I just want people to see it. I want people to open up their eyes and see how prevalent and horrible it is. 1 of 3 girls, 1 of 4 boys in this country today. It's just horrible, and you just can't hide away anymore. It's going to get more and more apparent, and you got to choose your side.
Yeah, there's no way it's that high, right? Like, there's no way it's much worse. Yeah, and that's probably what gets recorded, right? And so you got to think that, like, if it's that high, that's the bottom, right? Not the top. I can't believe this.